get ready for a seismic shift in training. UFC fighters are heading to Quantico to school FBI agents in a historic first-of-its-kind collaboration, with champions like Justin Gaethje and Jorge Masvidal set to impart their skills to the nation's top law enforcement professionals at the FBI Special Agent Academy. Meanwhile, the White House is about to get a whole lot more interesting as the UFC announces a massive event headlined by Ilia Topuria facing off against Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title, marking a monumental moment for the sport and the nation's capital. But that's not all. A major beef is brewing in the fight world as UFC President Dana White finds himself in a public spat with former light heavyweight champion Jon Jones, promising fireworks both inside and outside the octagon. And we'll dive deep into how these incredible athletes are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, redefining defense and competition in ways we've never seen before. Don't miss a second of this action-packed news. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
UFC champions go to Quantico, training the FBI. Get ready for an unprecedented partnership, as some of the toughest athletes on the planet are heading to the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia. We're talking about elite mixed martial artists, including lightweight champion Justin Gaethje and the formidable Jorge Masvidal, who are set to train FBI agents and trainees this weekend. This isn't just a friendly sparring match. It's being called a historic first-of-its-kind collaboration between the UFC and the FBI. FBI Director Kash Patel himself highlighted the significance, stating it's a tremendous opportunity for agents to learn from the best, enhancing their ability to protect the American people. Other notable fighters like Chris Weidman, Claudia Gadelha, Michael Chandler, Manel Kape, and MMA legend Renzo Gracie are also expected to participate, bringing a wealth of combat expertise. UFC CEO Dana White enthusiastically backed the initiative, emphasizing that his fighters are some of the baddest men and women on the planet and are ready to share their skills. This unique training aims to strengthen the FBI's defense techniques, showcasing a commitment to innovative preparation for the nation's premier law enforcement agency. This collaboration is already generating buzz, with fans and analysts discussing the potential impact on tactical training and the broader implications of such a high-profile partnership. It's a clear sign that the lines between sports and security are blurring in fascinating ways. But this is just the beginning of the incredible stories we're uncovering today. Next, get ready for a fight night that's literally going to the top. A UFC championship bout right at the White House. White House Showdown. Topuria vs. Gaethje headlines historic UFC event. Prepare for a fight that's making history as the UFC announces a monumental event set to take place on the South Lawn of the White House. The main event will feature a lightweight championship unification bout between the undefeated Ilia Topuria and the explosive Justin Gaethje. This isn't just any fight. It's a celebration of the United States' 250th anniversary and will also coincide with President Donald Trump's 80th birthday on June 14th. UFC CEO Dana White has been instrumental in forging this unique connection, bringing the electrifying world of mixed martial arts to one of the most iconic venues in the country. The card is stacked with other significant matchups, including a co-main event for the interim heavyweight title between Alex Pereira and Cyril Gane. The announcement has sent ripples through the MMA community, with fans debating the implications of a UFC event on such a historic and politically charged location. Speculation is rife about the full lineup and the potential impact on the sport's visibility. Fans are buzzing about the unprecedented nature of this event, with many seeing it as a massive cultural moment. The blend of elite athleticism, national celebration, and political significance makes this UFC card one of the most talked about in recent memory. But the drama doesn't stop with official fight cards. We're also diving into a heated personal feud that's shaking up the UFC leadership. UFC President Dana White in fierce feud with Jon Jones. Get ready for some serious drama outside the octagon. UFC President Dana White is reportedly embroiled in a significant public disagreement with former light heavyweight champion Jon Jones, creating a stir throughout the MMA world. While the exact details of their dispute remain somewhat under wraps, sources suggest it stems from Jones's perceived snub for a White House appearance and potential conflicts over past decisions and fighter treatment. This tension between the UFC's top executive and one of its most iconic fighters is drawing intense scrutiny from fans and analysts alike. Reports indicate that Jones was not included in the planned White House lineup, a decision that has apparently fueled the friction. The situation is reminiscent of past controversies involving Jones, adding another layer of complexity to his relationship with the UFC brass. The fighter community is closely watching how this high-profile conflict will unfold. This developing story has ignited passionate discussions online, with fans taking sides and speculating about the future implications for both White and Jones within the UFC organization. The intensity of this feud highlights the volatile dynamics that can exist at the highest levels of professional sports. And speaking of unexpected matchups and high-stakes events, we're also looking at a unique training initiative that's bringing the octagon to law enforcement. UFC fighters to train FBI agents at Quantico. In a truly groundbreaking move, the UFC is collaborating with the FBI to provide elite combat training to the agency's agents and trainees at their Quantico, Virginia facility. This historic partnership aims to enhance the defensive capabilities of America's top law enforcement professionals. Leading the charge in this unique initiative will be current and former UFC stars, including lightweight champion Justin Gaethje, Jorge Masvidal, Chris Weidman, and many others. The training sessions, scheduled over a weekend, are designed to impart the high-impact skills and tactical awareness honed in the world of mixed martial arts. FBI Director Kash Patel expressed his enthusiasm, calling it a tremendous opportunity for agents to learn from some of the greatest athletes on earth. UFC CEO Dana White echoed this sentiment, stating that their fighters are some of the baddest men and women on the planet and are proud to support the FBI's mission. This collaboration is part of a broader FBI effort to explore innovative training methods. The news has sparked considerable discussion online, with many praising the forward-thinking approach of both organizations. The potential benefits for FBI agents in real-world scenarios are being widely debated, highlighting the growing recognition of martial arts as a valuable training tool. From the highest levels of government to the front lines of law enforcement, the impact of these stories is undeniable. But before we go, let's quickly recap the biggest headlines of the day. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw UFC champions heading to Quantico to train the FBI, the White House preparing for a historic UFC fight night, and a major beef brewing between Dana White and Jon Jones. Plus, the UFC is officially bringing its elite training to the FBI Academy. Don't miss out on any of the action. Smash that like button, subscribe to News Today for all your breaking updates, ring that notification bell so you never miss a video, drop a comment below telling us what you think, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you next time.